Good morning. It's an honor to be part of this event, and I'm honored to share the virtual stage with such an esteemed lineup of partners, including some of my close friends and colleagues. Now, I just joined as UScellular's new CEO this summer. And if you're trying to figure out how to pronounce my last name, please don't bother. Everyone around here just calls me LT. Now, since I joined the company, I've spent the last few months learning and listening from our associates and our customers. And one thing that separates UScellular from other wireless providers is our unique focus on connecting underserved areas, particularly in rural America. And that's not just part of our marketing strategy. It's one of our founding principles. Our customer engagement is among the tops in the industry, and we believe it's because we listen to our customers. So let me share with you what I've learned so far about how these Americans in our small towns and communities are feeling right now. First, there's a level of understanding and appreciation for what our industry does that I haven't seen before. The pandemic has stretched all of us, but I'm proud of how UScellular and the industry as a whole has responded. We've provided a critical service by connecting our customers, both businesses and consumers, to loved ones, to education, to health solutions, and we've done it despite massive challenges. For example, our network usage was up over 70% quarter over quarter. But we were able to serve our customers with consistency and excellence. And I believe my competitors have as well. And our customers notice and they appreciate it. Now, a second theme is excitement for new advances in wireless technology. Our customers want to educate their children remotely, keep their loved ones healthy, drive more efficiency in their businesses. And they're eager to partner with us to do so. There's a great deal of excitement for 5G and the innovative solutions that it will enable. But the third message that I'm hearing is a bit more sobering. Many people in rural America feel like they're being left behind. And I'm concerned that when it comes to connecting these communities to affordable, high-speed networks, we're failing some of them. We all can and should do more. And I know our industry is stressing how important 5G is for our future. I get it. That's why we're all here. But as important as 5G adoption is, it's just as critical that it doesn't become a new barrier for some of the communities that we serve. We can't lock out hardworking Americans in rural America from productive, upwardly mobile lives. And pursuit of a technology standard shouldn't block them from connecting with the things that matter most to them, the information and resources they need for their education and their careers and their healthcare. And that's why I would encourage this group to focus on two related but fundamentally separate goals. We need to develop a 5G strategy that encourages innovation and accelerates new solutions and ensures national security and American competitiveness. But at the same time, we need to develop a strategy that connects the underserved to what matters to them. And that's regardless of G. The need for our service is acute and universal, whether you live in a big city or a small town. But there's a growing digital divide that's a profound concern for rural Americans. Now, the vast majority of our customers' needs can be served effectively with current technology, but we need to work together to make it more accessible and affordable. So we really have two needs we must focus on: a comprehensive 5G strategy and a strategy to bridge the digital divide. We've been focused on both of those needs at UScellular, and I want to give you a brief update on our progress so far. And let me start with some progress we've made on 5G. Now, although our service works everywhere, our network operates in 21 states. We've rolled out 5G to 9 of those states so far. By year end, we'll have 5G in the majority of states in our footprint, with 5G in all of our markets by the end of the first quarter. In late February, as part of our Smart City partnership with the city of Racine, we launched 5G in Racine, making it the first city in Wisconsin to have comprehensive coverage of 5G. We're currently planning for 5G C-band trials in suburban and rural areas in Wisconsin and Illinois, to continue driving innovation as we modernize our network. And we'll continue to work with our business customers across various industries to utilize 5G to help them meet their business objectives. But we're not resting on our laurels. We continue to innovate. We recently conducted a pilot in conjunction with Ericsson and Qualcomm that provided millimeter wave speeds of 100 megabits per second over 5 kilometers. That's a huge improvement over prior speeds at that distance. It's a world record, by the way. And it's a huge step forward in the ability to connect rural communities with high-speed broadband. We're driving network and 5G leadership in rural America, and we're proud of it. Now let me switch to our efforts to address the digital divide. We continue to invest and modernize our network to bring the best possible connection experience to rural America. And we're doing it with excellence. We recently won the J.D. Power Award for Network Performance, which is an amazing accomplishment given the rural nature of our footprint and the relative scale that we have versus our competitors. Our customers enjoy an industry-leading network experience, even in rural America. But we're not stopping at a great network experience. Truly addressing the digital divide, particularly in education, will require improvements in accessibility, which is our job, but also in device access and affordability. And we can't settle for incremental steps or marginal improvements. We need to take bold actions if we're going to make sure that underserved Americans, and particularly children, aren't left behind. And that's why we've set the audacious goal of ensuring that every child in our network footprint has access to high-speed broadband, an affordable device, and the resources they need to enable remote education. And we're starting by developing plans to partner with schools to get connectivity to students in need. And we'll aid our customers by providing a free tutoring session and helping them find the educational resources they need to be successful. Over time, we expect to work with our partners in the industry to deliver affordable devices and expand both access and the portfolio of education solutions. And our goal is simple. If we cover you, you'll have access to the best network, including 5G if that's what's important to you. But if you're worried about educating your children or keeping your family safe and healthy, we'll make sure that happens regardless of what G we're talking about. Now, I'm proud of this mission, and my entire team is united behind it. But candidly, we need help. Covering rural America is an entirely different equation than providing broadband in dense urban areas, and let me briefly explain why this is the case. The economics of our industry are pretty simple. We spend heavily on putting in high-speed networks, and then we recoup those investments over time from customer revenue. But both elements of that equation are stressed in rural America. It's much more expensive to provide service to rural areas and small towns than to urban areas, nearly 3 times as expensive. Far more geography to cover, you have to deal with hills and mountains and foliage that make building out a network challenging. And that's particularly true for 5G networks that require high-band spectrum. And that's why government coverage plans that focus only on 5G will not fully meet the needs of rural America. We need to focus separately on 5G and coverage. And the availability of low and mid-band spectrum is critical as we continue to work to connect rural America. And we must ensure that the spectrum is put to work in connecting and serving customers. And that's why we must ensure spectrum availability for commercial use and continue to structure auctions in a way that enables players like us to focus our investment. That means smaller geographic blocks that allow us to compete with the massive national players. We need auction rules which encourage interoperability and reject complex package bidding structures. And obviously, there's far fewer people in rural geographies to generate revenue. So we need support to increase affordability for rural areas and to address the digital divide. Now, I've spent nearly my whole career focused on connecting people. I was a communications officer in the Marine Corps. I spent time at a voice-over IP startup. I've led various groups at AT&T. Now I have the privilege to lead this amazing team at UScellular. And as I reflect on that time, I'm not sure our industry has ever seen a situation like the one we are in. On one hand, the combination of massive network demand and the pandemic has stretched our industry and our network in ways that we haven't seen in the past. On the other hand, we've risen to that challenge, and our customers and the country have noticed. And with a combination of industry action and investment, coupled with government plans that ensure U.S. 5G leadership and plans to bridge the digital divide, I firmly believe we can make a difference for Americans like never before. And I and my whole team at UScellular are proud to be part of it. Thank you.